10 can't miss tips to dominate your cold calls. Let's set the scene. Yesterday, your boss handed you a list of names and numbers belonging to the top business executives in the area. Start calling, he said. 10 minutes later, you're sequestered in a room, dialing away. You can feel your heartbeat throb harder and the cold pit in your stomach clench tighter with each passing ring of the phone. The discomfort that accompanies cold calling best can be described as spritzing lemon juice on a wide, fleshy paper cut while your severely infected right ear is super glued to a blaring fire alarm. As your intense anxiety grows, you see a large fire approaching, and you must decide whether that losing that bum right ear is worth escaping the inferno. That's maybe a bit dramatic, but you get the idea. If you're in marketing or any relevant business field, chances are at some point you'll have to make a few cold calls or 100. With the right tips and practice, cold calling can be a lucrative and, dare I suggest it, rewarding if not outright fun. Here are some actionable tips to calm your nerves and slow your heart rate while you listen to the ringing on the other end of the line. Write a script. When you're nervous, it's easy to sound like a bubbling idiot over the phone. Mitigate the ad lib filler by writing out a script. Some might argue this will make you sound well scripted. No matter, it's the perfect safety net for a first time cold caller. Here's a solid example that's not too pushy, but still gets your point across through a comfortable flow. Good afternoon. My name is so and so, and I'm with such and such. We are a digital marketing agency in the area, and we specialize in creating viral video content. I've done some research on insert company name, and I'm very impressed with compliment. We would love to have the opportunity to work with an organization of your caliber. Could you please keep us in mind if you find yourself in need of the services we offer? Set a clear goal. Starting at hundreds of name and number can be a daunting and easily lead to analysis paralysis. Who should I call first? Then what order should I follow? What do I say? Write down a realistic number of calls you want to make for that particular day. This breaks down the process into much more manageable pieces and allows you to see there's truly an end in sight. Find a mirror. When you make your calls, you're often in a room by yourself, anticipating a conversation with a complete stranger. Look at your reflection while you speak, and you'll be surprised by how much fear and anxiety leaves your body. The simple act of seeing a human face, even your own, while you speak, enables you to sound and feel more personable. It sounds strange, but it works. Smile. It doesn't matter that they can't see you through the phone. Smiling changes the pitch of your voice and amplifies sincerity and enthusiasm. Even better, smiling causes the brain to release endorphins that act as both a stress reliever and an energy boost. The person on the other end of the line most definitely can hear and feel you're relaxed, happy, and alert. Stand up and move. Much of cold calling success is about playing tricks on your brain. Do things that make you feel more confident. Some statistics suggest employees who stand during cold calls have higher close rates. At least standing during the call insists a greater sense of confidence. Strike a power pose. Really good presenters often affect a power pose before they give a speech. They might place their hands behind their head or on their hips, widening the stance to appear bigger. This body position relaxes their nerves and ignites confidence before they take the stage. Here's mine. I rest my feet on my desk like Don Draper from Mad Men. Cue the elevator music. It's best cold callers are the ones who are least nervous. If you're secluded in your office or a private room, why not turn on some light background music to kill the silence? You'll obviously want quiet enough to keep your colleague from hearing it, but even low volume can do wonders for your nerves. Rock your voicemails. People really struggle to answer calls. It seems old considering everyone is consistently on their phone, but it's true, and you might reach voicemail a majority of the time. It's all right, so long as you are prepared to leave a killer message. Grab their attention and then respect their time by making it quick and concise. Tell them again. The greatest cold calling advice to be attributed to someone who never picked up a phone. Aristotle, the king of rhetoric, instructed us to tell them what you are going to do. To tell them. Tell them what you're told. The greatest cold calling advice can be attributed to someone who never picked up a phone. Aristotle, the king of rhetoric, instructed us to tell them what you are going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. Even if the call doesn't result in an immediate action, it's imperative they remember you and what you told them. Eventually, they'll have the exact need you seek to fulfill. When that happens, your name should be the first that comes to mind. Find your routine. In many ways, cold calling is like shooting a free throw at basketball. It comes down to a routine. Some players bounce the ball only once. Others take 3 dribbles and spin the ball in their hands before they enter the shooting stage. Some players are no nonsense and they take no bounces at all. There's no single best approach. The right way for you is a comfort zone you create through plenty of repetition. Discover your own routine. Clap loudly to mentally remove the tension in the air. Throw your feet up on the desk to give yourself a little extra confidence, or take a deep breath as the phone rings to clear any remaining nerves. Once you're at ease, you'll find callers are much more receptive to your "hello, my name is" cold opening.